Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Divine. Alright, man, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. Alright, man, so, throughout the day today, I had a revelation, and that same gameplay trailer, which I appreciate a lot of y'all going to go check out. If you haven't seen it, I'll put the card up there so y'all can go watch it and check it out. But, I had a revelation today that the new technology, quote unquote, and I use air quotes when I say that, this new technology that EA is claiming to have for the new Madden 24, it's a straight gimmick. That is 100% a gimmick. All right. So first of all, I just want to let y'all know and let EA know that the fact that you are using a selling point, you're using one of your selling points to sell to us this new technology called Sapien technology that allows you to have more accurate player models that represent the players in the NFL. So you try to show us some examples of, let's say, the O-line and D-line, right? How some of the parts of the bodies were bulging, like the back, and then how the ankles weren't really in line with the player and stuff like that. Okay. You guys could have kept that to yourselves. And then in turn, you play off that same quote-unquote Sapien technology and you say that, oh, hey, we also have referees on the field. You know what really is disgusting to me about that? Is that EA knows its demographic. They know that some of y'all are dumb and are easily impressionable. Like, most of y'all are easily impressed by the stuff that they show to y'all. You know, I had a back and forth with this guy in one of the comments on the video. I think it was a gameplay trailer. And he said something along the lines of, you know, I swear every year you old heads always got to prove and show that y'all know nothing about football, technology, and contracts and blah, 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 blah. And you know, I don't want to say it didn't touch a nerve, but it just shows me that you have people that are casuals that go to bat for Madden every single year. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, if you're a casual, these videos are not for y'all. They're not for you. Go enjoy your game. Have fun. These videos aren't made for y'all. I'm talking about the people who are literally riding and dying for EA at this point. Like, they act like every single year of Madden that comes out is better than the last one. Oh my God, they show a gameplay trailer. The same thing I said about the Madden 24 gameplay trailers, the same thing I said about Madden 23, so on and so on and so on. So what I decided to show you guys was, and this is why I say Sapien technology is a gimmick that they're pushing and trying to use as a selling point. Look at this screenshot of All Pro Football 2K8. And I also want to say this. While y'all look at that screenshot, I just want to say this as well. It's a shame that a game that is, 23 take away 8, you do the math, right? We're pretty much in the double digit of ages right now with this game. We're in the double digits. A game this old is still being in conversation right now. This game is literally like 2 generations behind. If I'm not mistaken, I think PS3 and 360, that's like Gen 6, I think. I don't know. But all I know is they're 2 generations behind of where we are right now. They're 2 generations behind. 2K8 is still being thrown into conversation as one of the most mechanically sound and visually sound games of all time. Now, granted, yes, this isn't next gen. So, of course, the player model is going to be a little funny looking. You know, not the player models, but the body type is going to be a little funny looking. But, you know, it's to be expected. It's an aged game. But for a game to be this old and still mechanically sound, that is pretty much disappointing for Madden. That's pretty disturbing. You have all the horsepower technology in the world, and you guys still cannot put All Pro Football 2K8 behind y'all. To any of you casuals out there who are batting for EA right now, how can you sit here and tell me with a straight face that Madden 24 is going to be better than Madden 23? without sitting here and throwing all of your no, well, you know, the last game was better than the last game was better than the last one, and this one is going to be definitely make or break for EA. And I think they understood that with Madden 24. Shut up, because none of you make sense. When I speak about stuff like this, it comes from a place of logic. Right now, he sounds emotional. Yeah, I sound emotional because y'all pissing me off. Y'all get on my nerves with this whole idea that Madden is getting better and better. They're in a step in the right direction. People were really saying that in the comment section. And I'm just like, are you dumb? Are you really falling for this again? Now, I'm going off on a tangent, excuse me. But back to this screenshot here. I want you guys to see how, in comparison to the screenshots of Madden 24 and Madden 24, that little screenshot of the O-line and D-line, and then look at All-Pro Football. The difference between the two is All-Pro Football didn't have to use some quote-unquote technology as a selling point to show that their player models are better than the previous installment. They just did it. They understood it. They didn't have to go in and say, you know what? Let's let them know that we have this, and this for technology. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to go and say, we added referees to the field and blah, 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 blah. They didn't have to do that. Why? Because it was understood. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. So why is it that All Pro Football 2K8, they don't have that problem with O-linemen and bulging player models of the backs and how their legs and stuff like that ain't poking out like they showed in the Madden 24 showcasing that technology? Why doesn't All Pro Football 2K8 have that problem? Why? Why not? Why don't they have that problem? Because they understand. They get it. They're competent. They understand that this has to look like this in order for this to play like that. They understand it. They get it. They do it right the first time. That's the difference between 2K football and EA Sports football. EA Sports football, they're always fumbling around, no pun intended, with, we got to fix this and we got to fix that. No, tear that down, tear this down, add this back as something new. Or we took that away, but put this back as new and let people know that we heard them. We put that back in there. They don't have to do that on 2K side. They don't have to do that. They don't have to. They just keep setting the bar higher and higher and higher and higher than the last iteration. Well, of course, 2K5 and 2K, but you get what I'm trying to say. 2K doesn't have that problem. When they see something, they execute it as close as they can the first time, and then they build from there. EA Sports doesn't have that. EA doesn't do that. Madden doesn't do that. So I'm sick and tired of all of y'all. The ones who sit there and try to take up for this game and the quote unquote a step in the right direction crowd. I'm sick of y'all. This is supposed to be make or break quote unquote for Madden this year. Don't believe it. I don't believe it. But I think it's really funny how All Pro Football 2K8 doesn't have the issue with their player models, but it takes EA X amount of years to finally get their player models right. And there were some years where the player models were actually decent. But they got to incorporate this technology, quote unquote, and use that as a selling point to try to woo over consumers. And most of y'all fell for it. It's disgusting, man. It's nasty work. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, and I really appreciate a lot of support y'all showing the videos, man, most definitely. But like I said, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.